So I tried many times to record this video on my computer because I wanted to screen record my computer so I could show you different things that I was doing on my computer, but that didn't work out because my screen recorder that I have wasn't recording my audio. Like when I tested it, it did, but then when I actually fucking tried to do the video and I was saying important shit, that's when it didn't want to record. So today I'm going to be doing a video about Preptober, and this is the first day of Preptober for me, and very important. NaNoWriMo is short for National Novel Writing Month. And before my addiction, let me close my door. Before I got into my addiction and became somebody I was not, I used to be very, very interested. It was writing and National Novel Writing Month were the most important things to me in my life. Writing, I'm a writer. That's a huge part of who I am. Very huge part of who I am. And so the fact that I didn't write for like 4 years is a huge deal. And one of the reasons why I knew personally that I had a problem. So I'm getting back into it, and I'm very excited. This is the first year from being sober that I'll be doing National Novel Writing Month, and I'm very excited, and I can actually focus on my passions and hobbies now instead of an addiction and an illness that I still have, that I'm always going to have, but working on recovery from it so that I can be myself again, and focus on things that are me and that are important to who I am as an individual soul on this earth. So writing is a very huge thing that I'm very passionate about. National Novel Writing Month is in the month of November. The goal is to write 50,000 words in 30 days. That is the goal for the national month, for just the goal that's set. But for each individual person, that's what they that's their advice, that's their suggestion, but for each individual person it can be different. So for me, my story has 30,000 words already, and so I want to focus on writing 20,000 words, so it's not as difficult, it's not as stressful, and it's more gentle for my healing and my recovery, and it's more of a thing that I can just be at peace with and be at peace at, and getting back into doing something that I used to enjoy so much before I started drinking and using heavily. So the month before November, October, is Preptober for NaNoWriMo. Preptober is for preppers, for plotters. For NaNoWriMo, the community of NaNoWriMo, we have our own terminology for things, and we have pantser and we have plotter or prepper. And I used to be a pantser. A pantser is somebody who just gets a notebook and they just write. they just start writing the story. Like, okay, I know how I want to start it, and you just continue on from there. And you know where you want to go in your own head, so it's kind of just going down that way. A plotter is somebody who writes out Act 1, Act 2, Act 3, beginning, middle, end, has to plot out the whole storyline, has to plot out each character, very detailed plotting. And I can't personally do that. I can't write like that. It just won't. It won't happen. It won't go that way. But lately, with my addiction, I haven't been able to write. But the few times I did try to focus on National Novel Writing Month, I have focused on plotting and prepping, and I was able to do a little bit of that. So I did what I could. So I'm in the middle now. You know, I am a pantser, but I can plot, and it's kind of fun and interesting to plot my story, the story that I'm already writing, and what I already have ideas for and stuff. It's interesting to see it in a different light, and so I think for me, plotting isn't like a thing that I have to do, but it's an interesting, cool thing to do, and so that's what I'm going to be focusing on for October, is prepping and plotting my story. I already have a lot of it prepped out and plotted out from the previous years. But I want to go back over all of that stuff because I made videos about that, but I never uploaded it to anywhere. So I'm going to be uploading it this time on my YouTube. So I will go back over that again. What I did previously. Each video will be different. Like Act 1, I'll talk about my Act 1. I'll talk about I'll talk about Scrivener itself. But that's what I use. I use Scrivener. I'll talk about different terminologies for plotters that plotters use and different tools that they use. Character outlines, because yes, character sheets are not just for D&D players. Writers use them too, it's a very good tool. I actually used to use. I used to go to D&D websites and look for character sheets, just for my characters in my novel, because that kind of shit is really fun and helpful for me, and I get to know about my characters even if it never comes up into the story. I used to make videos, record myself interviewing a character and stuff, and it's really interesting and fun. It just behind the scenes, little I want to put it in the book too, behind the scenes interviews and stuff, and little in a movie where they take out the funny parts of it, that kind of like that. So I want to do some stuff like that, do fun little interesting things to activities with my characters, kind of like dating them, getting to know them and stuff, and just to kind of get myself out of this too seriousness of the writing process, just to refresh my creativity and my inner child and stuff like that, and just have fun with it, and then get back to the business part of it. I have a routine, different authors will have different advice, different types of routines, and we'll go over that too. And I'll have a whole series, a whole Preptober and NaNoWriMo series on my YouTube. And it will cover a lot of different stuff. I'm about to go and get my piercings re-pierced because I took them out for a couple days and I wasn't able to put them back in. So I get to feel that pain again. Yay! I know, I'm weird. But it's very therapeutic for me, actually. But I'm really excited to share this with you, with everybody, and something that I've always kept to myself. It's always been very personal to me. It's always been a big part of my life, but at the same time personal. So it's exciting to actually finally share it with other people, and that's what my YouTube is about. It's about how do I share these parts, these personal, private parts of myself with other people. And I get to do that in this kind of way on YouTube, and I really enjoy that, and I don't feel as alone. So I thank you for following me on this journey of recovery and writing and all of that, and sharing myself and expressing myself. I'm very grateful to you guys. Blessed be.